So I tell you, Glide has been doing this work since it'll be 100 years in 2029. And we are no joke. We are all about community. We want to make sure that people know that the people who are living in the margins, we work with them. The people who are on the sidelines, we work with them. And we see you. Every day we walk in the Tenderloin. If you haven't been to Glide, you need to get there because
It's one thing to excel at your profession, but it is another thing to excel at being a human being. And that is Warren. He's been my friend for 37 years, my mentor.
So we're grateful to Sharon. We're also incredibly grateful to Glide, our newest partner and friend across the Bay. The Currys launched Eat, Learn, Play in 2019 with this core belief that every kid in their adopted hometown of Oakland deserves more. And so we've been on a mission to make sure that tens of thousands of Oakland students have the support, the resources, the opportunities that they need and that they deserve. We're helping make sure kids and families have access to the food they need, the supports to become strong, confident readers. I'm being given the unbelievable task of welcoming Warren Buffett and Stephen Curry to the live stream right now. Warren, can you hear me?
Yes, I'm losing my virginity tonight. I've never used Zoom.
All right. Well, listen, I can't follow that well, but let me kick it to you and ask you how you're doing. What are you thinking about this auction?
Well, I think the auction is going to be it's obviously going to be a huge success, and getting the Currys involved, it's just increased the interest enormously. My first wife, who died in 2004, but back in 1998 or so, he was living in San Francisco, and she said, I want you to go in here, Cecil Williams. And I was very suspicious. Sort of, there has been a whole bunch of preachers on television that didn't turn out so well on everything, but she said, just give it a try. So I went to the memorial, and I sat up at the balcony, and I heard and watched Cecil in action, and I was watching a remarkable human being who believed that every other human should have a chance at a decent life, and he never gave up on anyone. So Cecil and I became good friends, and we remained friends until he died a couple of years ago. And Susie, my wife, got the idea at some point that we would have an auction, and the first three auctions went for $25,000 each. And then we discovered that we could get our message out all over the world, and working with eBay, and it took off like a rocket ship. And I told Cecil a couple of years ago, I said, at 92, I'd run out of gas, and really needed to turn it over to somebody else. And so for a year or two, it lost its momentum, and I felt terrible about that. And then the chance to partner with the Currys and recreate what we had before, and even build further on it. I mean, I love the idea. So the Currys have, getting a chance to do that. I'm a guy, if I had a step ladder and I stood on top of it and had to drop the ball through, I'd miss the shot. I mean, it's kind of like a boyhood dream for a kid like me that never was any good at it. But now I've got a wonderful partner, and actually I have partners with both the Currys, and the bidding this year is reflecting it. And who knows exactly what will happen tonight, but I'm certainly I'm going to match for each foundation. I'm going to match the high bid. So I mean, it's remarkable in the Bay Area. You've got a place like, where the Currys are helping youngsters get on the right path to start with, and you've got the Glide operation, where people who, for one reason or another, life hasn't treated well, you've got a place that restores their faith in their fellow human beings. It provides food, it provides bedding, it provides vocational help. And Cecil did that. He came out here, or out there, I should say, in 1962, and he was a preacher that had been sent out from Texas, and the people were not ready for him that were at Glide then. And he turned it into an organization that changed the lives of thousands and thousands of people that society had given up on. And the Currys are making sure that that pipeline gets smaller all the time by helping kids get off to the right start. But it doesn't work for everybody in life. And Glide and the Currys Foundation, they're just a natural to work together. So I just love the fact that they have picked up the ball, and Glide will keep raising substantial money, which has been shown by what's happening tonight. It'll be a
Although,
what you're doing.
thank you enough for bringing me and Aisha into it. Can you get me loud and clear?
Well, you deserve it.
No, I just obviously on behalf of myself and Aisha, our entire Eat, Learn, Play organization that has been working tirelessly since the summer of 2019 to show up for our next generation of young boys and girls who are unbelievably talented, primed to achieve their full potential, and for us meeting kids where they are and hopefully transforming the entire school experience for this next generation. We can't thank you enough for bringing us into this amazing opportunity to, one, raise awareness first and foremost on the work that we're doing, the mission that we have invested in heavily, like I said, since 2019, but with ambitious goals of showing up for these students when it comes to nutritious, accessible meals, refurbishing and rejuvenating play spaces across the Oakland Unified School District, and really try to create a data filled and thoughtful approach around early childhood literacy and high impact tutoring. The money that's being raised with this auction, the work that you do, what Glide does, it does take a village to make this a reality, and you bringing us into your village means the world, and we can't thank you enough for this opportunity to broadcast what we're doing to the world. So thank you so much. I know this is going to be a huge success. I'm excited to spend some time with you next month, and selfishly gonna hopefully enjoy it more than anybody. But I just want to say thank you, man. This is definitely a dream come true for our entire organization, and we're truly family now.
Well, whoever wins the bidding tonight, 7 guests, and you and I will talk to them as long as they want to talk. and you're going to get 99% of the questions because I've said everything I knew 30 years ago, and so I've got nothing new to bring to them. But that the attraction you and Elise get to the it's just an inspiration to have the right heroes in life, and you're you're a hero to those children you work with.
I appreciate that. I hope if I get 99% of the questions, I'm going to redirect 99% of them back to you because I'm willing to learn. Like you said, this is our lifelong work and we're just getting started. And to be a part of, even in the presence of, the leadership that you've demonstrated and the work that you've done your entire career, your entire life on turning success and blessings into true meaningful impact. The selflessness that you've demonstrated, that doesn't just happen. It's the spirit that you put into everything that you do, the way that you spend your time, your resources, continue to open up doors for people. We all can continue to learn from that. So I know anybody who's participating in this auction understands that because of who you are and what you've done and the example that you've set. So I love giving people flowers that obviously deserve it, but for me to know that I'm still learning, we're just starting, and the idea of what Eat, Learn, Play can be not just for Oakland, but hopefully a model for other school districts, other regions around the country, hopefully around the world. The advocacy that we are set up to impact all those things. It doesn't happen without examples like you who have set the path forward. So thank you for that.
Oh, I will tell you that you're going to get the question. Nobody's going to. I still throw my free throws underhanded. I mean, I have not get any response from the audience, but they're coming to see you. But good ideas spread, and you can look at what Cecil Williams started back in 1962, and it looked like he didn't have a chance, but he just kept at it, and he kept at it, and he never gave up on any human being. And I watched him in operation. And you get a place with Glide that's founded on his behavior, and then you see somebody like yourself that get 1,000 demands on your time, and has to spend all kinds of time staying in shape and exercising and doing all kinds of things. I sit in an office and look up from the phone every now and then. But that inspires that you're delivering a lesson to the next generation, and you want more people that follow your example in what the next generation could be, and you want that to really cut down on the number that lose their way in some way and end up with Glide. But there always will be people like that, and Glide will always continue to believe that every human being was there. So at 95, I probably only have 15 or 20 good years left, and I need a young guy like you to join. And we're getting results this year. Bidding shows that we only had 1 year in history that did better. And like I said, it started out with 25,000 in 3 consecutive years, and then it just kept building. And money is a useful thing at times, and I will use it well, and your station will use it well. I mean, it's a blessing of America when people help their fellow man.
It is. That community is huge. And I think the biggest point and what means the most to us is to be a trusted, partner and somebody that when that money comes in, knowing how me and Aisha have set up our foundation where 100% of the money that's coming in goes directly into the community. There's no expenses on overhead or whatnot. That being a trusted source of or being a trusted partner when it comes to what we do with those resources how the money is kind of an indicator of that belief, but also you need, as you know, I'm sure you're well aware with Glide, like your leadership, your volunteers, people who show up in person for our programs, our place-based refurbishments. That energy is contagious.
It,
Like you said, the checks and the dollars, they matter for sure because you need to be able to show up correctly. But for us, when we have people come to our events throughout the year, like I said, those volunteer opportunities, that to me is the energy is contagious. And I know it only works because of the people, right? Like we could have all the greatest ideas in the world, and feel like we know how to execute them, but without, the people behind you, you're gonna fall short. So we're greatly appreciative of that for sure.
yeah. And I have a I have a friend who's 90, one who's probably 95 now, and she says uh, she she wants to give away the last. She wants her last check charged to bounce. Now she grew up in a little farm town, uh, no indoor plumbing or anything else, and her husband worked with me for 60 years, and she's had plenty of problems herself. But every day she wakes up and she is giving away money to different places, small places in Nebraska. But she says money is like manure. She says if you spread it around, wonderful things grow and beautiful things, and if you pile it up, it stinks. And so she is going to make sure her last check bounces. And uh, it's people like that that made America what it is. Frankly, and for somebody like you who's got all kinds of demands on his time, and your wife the same way, and working with her early childhood, which my daughter does, and who hopes very much to meet her when you come into town. It it's just there's something about America, but you got to keep moving the ball forward, and that's what you're doing in the Bay Area. And the Bay Area is a terrific place, but it isn't terrific for everybody. And you're getting them young, and they've got a hero to look to, and people copy their heroes, and it's very important that you be the hero than somebody else, and you bring something special to it. And not only that, but you bring it with adults whose checks book there, which so we're gonna raise a lot of money tonight, and the ball is rolling again. And Cecil Williams,
That's the thing. I'm hoping that anybody who's watching this, who's again, whether you get to have a seat at the table or not, continue to chime in, and whether I invite everybody to come out to the Bay Area, see what we're doing in person. Come to some of our events throughout the year, whether it's uh, Christmas with the Currys that we have. Again, what we're trying to do and invest in a specific and defined number of elementary schools to transform the entire experience from every step when they walk on to campus, from again the food that they eat, the play spaces that they get to imagine the world in, the way that we're attacking early childhood literacy, um, the library refurbishments, you name it. Like our goal is ambitious, with the investment that we've already made and what our goals are over the next 4 to 5 years and beyond. We want that, to your point, when you look at Oakland and you look at what the experiences is, what kids deserve that is not readily accessible to them. And one of my favorite stories, Aisha tells it probably better than I do, but we did our very first playground refurbishment, and I think it was like 2021. And when it was all done and we had our unveiling, and I think it was elementary school student who came onto campus, and she saw the new play structures, the new pavement, the new sport courts, the living garden, um, our little town libraries that we have. She said, "Wait, who's coming to our school now? Like, because this can't like the meaning was this couldn't be for her. Like, this couldn't be what was happening at her school that she was supposed to be going to, and that like breaks your heart of how low the bar was in terms of what a kid experience should be, and how important the moment is, especially at the age that we're trying to influence and impact these kids are. What changes we're trying to make, and so again, I don't want to oversell it, but it's for us, and like again, being a trusted shepherd of these resources. This is what we're about. I thank our entire leadership team for allowing us to be in this position to kind of take this next step in terms of inflection point of what Eat Learn Play can be, and just know whoever is at that lunch next month, and how much money we raise, it's going to be put to great use, and for the kids that actually need it.
You're going to raise a lot of money, Steph. And everybody needs a hero. And you tell me who your hero was as a kid, and that starts you on a path. And my dad was my hero when I was growing up, and that got me through a lot. And I will tell you, you've got millions of kids. You are their hero, and if they copy you, they're going to be marvelous citizens. They're going to be happier individuals. This will be a better country. Very simple. So I tip my hat to you.
Thank you very much. I wish I was in the room with everybody who's clapping. I need this energy. This is amazing. This is absolutely amazing. I appreciate y'all too.
And we're going to do record rate too. Well, I'm saying we're going to operate, and I've seen Steph. He could be doing a million other things, and his wife, both devoting their time, their energies, and kids are going to copy them. And you want to have the right heroes to copy, and you've got them in Steph and Yusuf. So thank you, Steph. And
Thank you.
yeah. And well, Debbie helped me get on this thing. I never would have been able to. I'm barely mastering smoke signals, and now they got communication. This is the first time I've ever done this. I mean, you literally let me lose my virginity at 95.
Warren Buffett after dark. I like it.
Didn't do anything. But Debbie over with me to help.
I will admit that was one of the first questions he asked when we first got talking about this. Is I'm gonna bring my own NBA official basketball. I'll teach you how to put your hand right there on the laces and get the follow through going. We're gonna get him right. We're gonna get him right.
Well, I could do a standing high jump of 2 inches.
I have to say, I and my family are humbled and honored to have a seat on this table. So why am I here? A lot of people look at me and say, so what's your affiliation with Glide? We, as a family, have been supporters of Glide since 2007. Let it be known that all of mankind is of one race. And donors, please keep doing what you're doing, because We need give till it hurts you, because your hurt is going to take somebody else's hurt away. So, with that, God bless.
10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Yay! $9 million, everybody! Yay! Oh, happy day. Oh, happy day.
Oh, happy day. Oh, happy day. Oh, happy day. Oh, happy day. Oh, happy day. Oh, happy day.
$9 million when we match with Warren Buffett is 13 million and half, 13.5 million, 13 and a half. $27 million worth of philanthropic investment into both sides of the bay. Thank you. Thank you, Warren. Thank you, Stefan. Thank you, everybody. We love you. Enjoy the evening. Eat, drink, and be merry.
Hello, Glide. Aren't we so blessed to have a love train here between us and Warren Buffett and Steph Curry and Ayesha Curry and Eat, Learn, Play? This is a love train tonight. It is. And I'm grateful to be here with you all. Oh, and yes, Warriors season ticket holder. Proud. Woo! Please sing it with us. I know you know it. People all over the world, join hands. Start a love train, a love train. People all over the world, join hands. Start a love train, love train. The next stop we make will be England. Tell all the folks in Russia and China too. Don't you know it's time to get on board and let this train keep on riding?